Hey everyone. I know it's been a long time since I've actually done a video, but I said I was going to do the Snatch Game review, like, as soon as the episode aired, and, well, I lied. I've actually been working pretty hard, also been sick, got food poisoning, thank you very much, Pizza Hut. But, yeah, I was projectile vomiting for, like, 2 straight days, and this is now the 3rd day, and I still feel like crap. See, my eyes are like super red. Haven't been getting much sleep, but other than that, I am fine, and I'm actually going to do 3 reviews today, Cat. Don't jump up here. I'm going to do 3 reviews for 3 episodes. So it might be a little bit longer than my normal videos, but who cares? I've been drinking so much sports drink. I actually found out, just hold it up like this without using the logo so that YouTube won't get pissed off. But I found out that sports drinks actually contain fire retardant. So I've been drinking so much of this the past 3 or 4 days, like literally gallons of this crap, just to try to stay rehydrated where I've been vomiting so much. Pretty picture, I know. But I've been drinking so much of this that not only am I completely rehydrated now, I am also flame-proof. The fire gets the cat away from the camera, too. So, alright. Well, we're going to start out with the Snatch Game, which is my favorite episode every single year. And just like every year, this was my favorite episode so far of the season.
Say hello.
I'm going to still get her to stay on this camera for one minute. But the most surprising thing about the Snatch Game episode was the fact that Detox did so poorly. There's something about this season where, like, the frontrunners are no longer frontrunners. They've quickly fallen to the bottom of the pack, in my opinion. Detox played Kesha, and it was a terrible impersonation of Kesha. It was crude, it was rude. It didn't work for me. But then the runway came, and they were supposed to be fish-inspired. So some were dressed like koi fish and, mermaids and all that stuff. Detox comes out in the frumpiest looking dress I have seen on anyone this season. It was literally the worst outfit so far this season. Not just for her, but for everyone. And she goes, "When I think of fish, I immediately think of the jellyfish." No, girl, no. Don't think of a jellyfish. Think of Nemo, Jaws, Flipper. Don't think of a jellyfish. A jellyfish is a spineless blob with no brain. It's really not functional. It's a hot mess. That dress was an absolute hot mess. Had no personality. It wasn't fun. It wasn't cute. It actually reminded me of Jiggly Caliente's Sputnik Space Station tinfoil-inspired dress from Season 4. But just like Jiggly Caliente, Detox ended up going through, so it really didn't matter. Kind of knew when she was up against Lanesha, who I had predicted would go home this episode anyway, so I kind of knew she would be in the bottom two. You knew when she was up against Lanesha that Lanesha was just going to go home. Kind of noticed a pattern with the Snatch Game and how they place the contestants on the rows. Like, the top row is usually fairly good. There's usually one that's a failure. But everyone on top row is pretty mature and they're pretty good. There's usually one good one on the bottom row, but the rest of the bottom just sucks. And they always seem to place Latina in one particular spot. In the last 2 times they've had Snatch Game, that person has gone home. So if you're Latina and you make it to Snatch Game, you better be really, really good. Choose someone who is Latina. Don't choose Beyonce. Don't choose Michelle Obama. But, you know, it didn't work for Lanesha when she decided to end up choosing Celia Cruz. It just did not work. Did not work at all. Of course, they put Lanesha on the bottom, and I think Lanesha would make a great bottom. When Lanesha was in that workroom, and she had her shirt off and her belt unbuckled, I was like, pause, rewind, pause, rewind, pause, rewind. I don't know. I couldn't tell if I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race or Red Shoe Diaries, because Lanesha is beautiful. But Lanesha's gone home, so enough of that. So, you don't realize this, but I've just been recording for about 35 minutes now on 3 episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race. And somehow, because I have my iPhone now unlocked, not unlocked, ooh, no, don't send me to jail, jailbroken. Jailbroken is the actual term, because it's legal. Unlocked is illegal, so I did not unlock my phone. It's still with my carrier. But I jailbroke my iPhone. I know it sounds funny, jailbroke, you know, you would think that would be illegal, but it's not. Anyway, it does a lot of tweaks with your phone, and I have landscape mode enabled for everything. So I thought I was recording in landscape mode, when in fact I was recording upside down. So now I have to go back and redo the whole video. So now I'm beginning to think maybe I should do these separately. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, continuing on with the Snatch Game. I decided to make a diagram because I kind of knew where people were going to place based on, you know, where they were seated. Because there's kind of been a pattern over the past couple of years. It's not always perfect, it's not an exact science, but people tend to fulfill certain roles. Now the grand categories are tops and bottoms. The top row, like I said, is usually pretty good. The bottom row is pretty bad. And I made a little diagram here. I made the logo for Snatch Game all gross and ugly because that's what real Snatch is really like. I don't know if you can see this very well. Cat, quit. Well, alright, the top row here. You usually have, up here in the top left-hand corner, if you're watching it on TV, is usually the misunderstood person, often a comedy queen. This would be your Sharon Needles and Jinx Monsoon. They always pick a character that no one really knows about or really cares about, or is considered controversial or stupid to choose. And the person usually places pretty high. Sometimes they even win, like Jinx did with Little Edie. How she won with Little Edie, I have no clue, but she won. But Little Edie was very funny. Like, I wanted to get to know Little Edie after seeing this. Then you always have the person here that's sitting beside them that has to compete with this. So they never do a very good job. Then you have the great actor. Does a pretty good job. But no one really wants to see win. It's kind of like in the middle of the road. I always tend to put the person who is either bored, or sleeping, or eating, up here in the top corner. This person is always quite unpredictable. Damn it, cat. Little whore. This person is always unpredictable. But, you know, I liked when Kesha, played by Detox, decided to pee in the floor. Now, I don't know if she really peed or not. If she did, that would be really cool. But, I don't know. It just seemed crude to me. Now, the bottom row, you always have the person over here I think this was played by Coco this year, and it was Jiggly in season 4. This person always seems distracted somehow, and I've been wondering why they're distracted, but then I realized RuPaul is a very tall person, so the person sitting right here is going to be at eye level with RuPaul's cock. So, I think that's probably the reason why they seem distracted. You always have the pop star sitting beside them, and the pop star is never funny. This is, your Lady Gaga's and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they'll never win. You always have somebody that thinks it's a great idea to play a personality that is just untouchable, that you should never make fun of. Marilyn Monroe, don't make fun of her. She's immortal. For Christ's sake, the poor girl killed herself. And then you have the Latina, who lacks basic vocabulary skills, and seems to lack all impersonation skills. And the last 2 seasons, this person has gone home. So if you're a Latina going forward, don't choose Michelle Obama. Don't choose Beyonce. Actually, you know what? Don't even choose a Hispanic, actress. Because the nation did not do very well with Celia Cruz. And I don't think Kenya would have done well with Shakira either if she had even tried. Yeah. No. You always have your celebrity impersonator usually sitting way over here on the far side of the bottom row. Now, they're usually a very strong contender. This is a person that's, people predicted will win the whole thing. And they do a very good job. Roxy did a very good job this time around. Chad Michaels won last time, so. But that's your Snatch Game diagram. Future contestants, keep this in mind. You have to fill one of these roles for the script, so make sure you choose wisely.